Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome back to yet another installment of your latest Chelsea news. We've just come off the watch-along Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. Oh my God, what a heartbreaker, man. Honestly, what a heartbreaker. I really wanted it for Thomas Tuchel. I know a lot of you guys don't care too much about Thomas Tuchel, but I really wanted him to go all the way and potentially even win it. But I was a little bit torn because obviously now we've got Ian Martin. But now that it's Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund in the final, no doubts. Please, Martin, go out there and win it. Real Madrid, big up to you guys, man. Congrats to you guys. You guys are inevitable. You really are inevitable. Real Madrid, you're never dead. Right when I thought, Bayern Munich, what a pile driver from Alphonso Davies. There wasn't that much long left in the match to hold on to. Some people can, say that, those substitutions from Thomas Tuchel were a bit mad, a bit defensive. But I think he was just trying to close off the match, and it was going all in plan. Manuel Neuer coughed up the shot from Vinicius Jr., and then from there, Joselu did a bit of a madness all throughout. Manuel Neuer was probably the man of the match, but it is what it is, man. Joselu, another big story. Apparently, Real Madrid has got Joselu from Spanish second division, from Espanyol, and now he's driven them to a Champions League final. I just don't want Real Madrid to win it again. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, latest Chelsea news. Let's get on with it. A lot of news in regards to Estevao Willian, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like it's going to happen, so we're going to definitely talk about that. But before we talk about this blockbuster news, which is about to, as I said, this transfer is about to happen, we need to start things off from Omari Hutchinson. Big news came in regards to Omari Hutchinson, and I think this is why we need to have our perspective right, ladies and gentlemen. Estevao Willian, as hyped up we are, and that dopamine hit is strong, right? Obviously, new player, transfer market, this, that, the other. Great. Estevao Willian is not someone who's going to be able to feature for us next season. He's 17. He needs to be 18. So the earliest time he can get to start for Chelsea is 25-26 season, not 24-25 season. So we need to just calm ourselves down. This is why it's important to talk more about Omari Hutchinson, because this is a particular player that could potentially feature for us next season. This is the latest. Chelsea have asked Omari Hutchinson to return to Cobham next week. Omari will join training so Pochettino can watch him, and there will be discussions over his next step coming from Simon Johnson. This is huge. Omari Hutchinson, Chelsea have asked Omari Hutchinson to return to Cobham next week. I mean, I'm pretty sure the season is the season finishing next week? Is it only for one more week? I'm pretty sure the season goes for another couple more weeks. Maybe the championship finishes. Who knows? I don't know. The bottom line is he's impressed. Pochettino's obviously impressed. The hierarchies at Chelsea are impressed. They want to bring Omari in, see him train. And I feel like Omari Hutchinson definitely, he'll have a say in the preseason, how he performs. And if he can grab the opportunity, maybe he may get an opportunity to fight for a position along with Madueke on that right side. And then Madueke definitely needs competition. 100% he needs competition. And Omari Hutchinson will be very, very good competition. Look, excellent stuff. Omari Hutchinson, obviously in recent times, after giving the promotion to Ipswich literally just last weekend, he's publicly come out and stated that he'd like to stay one more season at Ipswich and play for them in the Premier League. It's been a fantastic loan for him. He's publicly stated that. It's been a dream loan for him. So he's not kept any of his feelings to himself. He's been public about it. And I think this is where Chelsea wants to just calm him down a little bit. Hey, remember, we own you. You're our player. And if we think you're fit enough to feature for Chelsea, why not? Look, I'm hoping we make it to Europa League next season. That way we can give some more minutes. And if that's the case, if we do end up making it to Europe, more games there to be played, I do want to see Omari Hutchinson in the team as a particular right-sided player that can fight with Madueke. We'll see what happens with Madueke's future, but I think Madueke is probably going to stick around as well. And then we'll see who takes that position. Look, I'll be honest, there was a point in this season that I was going for Angela Gabriel. I was thinking Angela Gabriel should be given an opportunity, but the way Omari Hutchinson has kicked off, since I mean, he's been doing well all throughout the season, but he's really kicked off over the last 2 to 3 months. He's done splendidly well. And contrary to that, Angela Gabriel is injured and he hasn't been able to have similar impact for Strasbourg. And it now, hands down, Omari Hutchinson is ahead of Angela Gabriel. Look, I want to see him as well in the preseason. So far on the ball, he looks brilliant. And that left foot cutting in from that right, he's scoring goals with that. I want to see how he does under Poch. The fact that this news is out, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Omari will join training so Pochettino can watch him. The fact that we've got this line here, it makes me think Poch is staying. And that's further confirmation that Poch is staying. So, there needs to be a certain trait. If you want to be a Pochettino player, you do need to work hard off the ball. But kudos to Omari Hutchinson. That's exactly what you want to do when you go on a loan. You want to impress so much that you can break into the first team. And this is what Omari Hutchinson is doing right now. However, there are other news in regards to Omari Hutchinson. Chelsea need to sell to help comply with PSR and find new signings. Therefore, the possibility of selling Hutchinson to the highest bidder cannot be ruled out. Look, once again, coming from Simon Johnson, look, don't rule this out. Our owners are there for the money, and we have to be honest, not every single one of these right-sided wingers are going to make it at Chelsea Football Club. Now, I'm not saying Omari Hutchinson won't. I think at the moment, Omari Hutchinson's stocks are worthwhile buying. Do you know what I mean? But Madueke on that right side, Hutchinson on that right side. Now, Hutchinson can definitely play on the left side as well, no problems. But you got Madueke, Hutchinson, Angela Gabriel, Cole Palmer, Kendry Paez. We're looking to add Estevao Willian. I'm pretty sure I probably missed out on a particular name in between all of that. So there's a lot of options. Not everyone's going to make it at Chelsea Football Club. And there is always a possibility that someone like Hutchinson could be sold. I hope we're not premature about it and sell him right now. I think he's worthwhile having a look in the preseason. And then we can come up with a solution whether he stays in the squad or whether he goes out on a loan. A lot of people are saying, look, a loan to Ipswich again in the Premier League could be worthwhile, just to get that Premier League experience, and then after that come back to Chelsea. That's after this next season, and then try and see if he can get a position at Chelsea. But I'm of the thinking that if we have Europe, I think someone like Omari Hutchinson could be very important. Now, in regards to Estevao Willian, ladies and gentlemen, big news. Estevao has agreed personal terms with Chelsea. Chelsea preparing bid for 27.5 million plus add-ons coming from Fabrizio Romano. Big news. He's agreed on personal terms. Estevao accepts Chelsea project add-ons included. Chelsea idea is to bid even higher than his release clause. So it's a hefty bit of money, man. But look, I think the fixed fee is about 27.5 as PYS has mentioned over here. And then after that, there's a lot of add-ons based on performances. Still, that could take up to close to, as PYS said, 47 million over here from Fabrizio Romano, higher than 47 million. So it's a hefty amount of money to pay for a 17-year-old. The people who look after Estevao Willian's career understand that Chelsea's project is interesting, thinking he has the opportunity to play and continue his evolution on the field. So, look, there's a lot of people, especially one of our members, one of our key viewers, fans of the community, Shubra, big up to you if you're watching this. He's big on Estevao Willian. He's been watching Palmeiras. He watches a lot of the Brazilian players, and he's saying that this is no joke. This player is no joke. This is apparently the next big thing after Neymar. So, look, if it turns out to be like that, fantastic. As I've said over the last few videos, I don't know too much about him. Like, I honestly don't. I need to do more research and find out what's the go. I've seen some clips, and he looks really good. But he's a kid. He's 17. And to expect that he's just going to come into Chelsea when he turns 18 and he's going to start and he's going to just, take over the world. Premier League is a humbler, man. Premier League is a humbler. So we need to be very, very careful about how much expectations we're putting on these type of, kids. And we've got a lot of kids, man. Not everyone's going to make it at Chelsea Football Club. That is a guarantee. Kendry Paez is another one. And I've now seen quite a lot. He looks like the real deal. His attitude, his behavior, his quality, excellent. And maybe Estevao Willian is maybe the same sort of nature, or maybe even better. Who knows? But not everyone's going to make it. Maybe both of those players might make it. Then what happens to Cole Palmer? What happens to Madueke? So, look, Chelsea raised the proposal to sign Estevao Willian to 60 million euros, fixed 35 million up front and 25 million in add-ons. So that's a hefty amount of money for a kid, man. So huge investment. And it looks like our owners, we're not going to deviate away from this plan. Any top class youngsters out there, you're coming to Chelsea Football Club. You're guaranteed coming to Chelsea Football Club. The player has a verbal agreement on a long-term contract, and should it go through, he would then head to England in June 2025 at 18 years old. So there you go. So people, before you get too excited, he's not featuring next season for us. We can start monitoring him. No problems. I think we probably should monitor him and maybe do some watch-alongs and get to watch Palmeiras games. But he's not going to be a Chelsea player next season. So we do need to think about present before we start thinking about future. Do let me know your thoughts about Estevao Willian, though, and Omari Hutchinson, another player on that right side. So let me know where you sit with all of these right-sided players. Now, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Tuchel, a bit of Thomas Tuchel news. Premier League return, I'd rather not answer, but it is no secret that I loved it at Chelsea. He still says he loved it, and he has. I loved it in England, and I loved it in the Premier League as well. There's some news coming from David Ornstein saying that potentially Thomas Tuchel would like to take that Man United job. I think Man United, you know what? Some of these Man United fans, they're not appreciative of Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel, if he goes to Man United, I fully do believe he's actually going to create a good structure, good organization, and he's going to get Man United to play far better than what they're doing right now. So, look, once he becomes a Man United manager, obviously, I need to stop. I like the guy for what he's done for Chelsea Football Club. Obviously, I was backing him for Bayern Munich to go all the way to the final and potentially even win it. But you become a Man United manager, yeah, we need to watch ourselves. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button, guys. Comment below everything on everything that we spoke about. Subscribe if you're here for the first time. Hit the bell notification. And until next time, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.